I spoke too soon about Crimson Desert. Now, my overall thoughts on the game are still the same. I still believe Crimson Desert is a really good game, but I was hovering around a 9 or a 10 as a score for the overall quality of the game. But yesterday I was fighting, I encountered this stupid as fuck boss with the name Antumbra's Sword, and let me tell you, this boss is ruining the game for me. Like, I already beat it, but I don't accept this type of boss design in my games anymore. Souls-like slop garbage has done irreparable damage to action games, to action RPGs, to whatever the fuck Crimson Desert is, and all similar games. I fucking hate Souls-like games. I don't like them anymore. I don't even find them remotely appealing anymore. And the reason why is because Souls-like games have a fixation on difficulty. Long gone are the days where the important part of Souls-like games was just a bit the difficulty, but the atmosphere, the world, no. It was sequestered, it was kidnapped by losers that have nothing going on in their lives, that think that beating a hard video game is an actual achievement in real life. Nobody cares, motherfucker. Nobody cares that you have beaten Elden Ring naked with a spoon. Nobody gives a shit. Try to go and brag about it in a job interview or when you are dating a girl and see what happens, you cringe motherfucker. Nobody gives a shit. So Souls-like garbage has ruined video games, action RPGs are ruined because of the bad examples that have been taught by Souls-like slop garbage, by choreography-like games, which is the name that I have coined to this absolute travesty design. So this Antumbra's Sword boss is a cheap, artificially difficult boss only because of one fact. It's because the motherfucker can one-shot you reliably. He has at the very least 3 attacks that can one-shot you. And this is unacceptable. I will never accept one-shot mechanics, especially in action RPGs, that invalidate all your stats. Everything, your armor, your health, everything is invalidated by one-shots. I fucking hate this shit. Fuck, I don't even tolerate 2-shots. I have made a video exposing how bad Nioh 2 is, because Nioh 2 is a game where you are going to be constantly 1 or 2-shotted, especially 2-shotted. So I don't accept 2-shots anymore. I don't tolerate 2-shots. What makes you think that I am going to be okay with 1-shots? Now, dishonest motherfuckers are going to say that there is no 1-shot, that the boss attacks you with different attacks. The thing is, what he does is that he creates duplicates of himself and he attacks with those duplicates at the same time. So each attack counts as a separate attack. So the dishonest motherfuckers are going to tell you that that's not a 1-shot because those are different instances of the same attack. Just because the boss didn't one-shot you with one attack and it was done with the help of his fucking copies, of his duplicates, that means it isn't a one-shot. It's not a one-shot anymore. This is the lengths of the dishonesty of the fucking fanatics, the mentally ill fanatics that we have to thank for ruining video games. These pieces of fucking shit. No, motherfucker. It's 100% a fucking one-shot. It doesn't matter if he does the fucking attack or he does it with the help of his duplicates. It doesn't even matter because the outcome is the same. You are one-shotted. And there are 3 attacks that this motherfucker does that can one-shot you, that will one-shot you, especially the ones that where he attacks with his duplicates. There is a red attack where he only attacks on his own, that does a shit ton of fucking damage, that will one-shot you regardless. Even if in that particular attack he doesn't attack with his duplicates, he will still one-shot you with that attack. That's how fucking bad this boss is. Now imagine the fucking damage when he attacks with his duplicates at the same time. It's fucking absurd. So we have that red attack that I explained just before, and there are two other attacks that can one-shot you. This second attack is when he charges this attack and he creates these duplicates, and he and his duplicates attack at the same time, and he will one-shot you if he lands that attack. Now, the third attack is even more outrageous, because what he does is that he essentially repeats the previous attack that I just described, the one where he attacks with his duplicates, but he does 4 of them in a row. If you can even believe that fucking motherfucking absolute travesty. So you have to dodge 4 of those one-shots in a row. I just don't understand who thought this was a good boss design. And the problem is, I made a very deep investigation into this matter. And this game, these boss designs in Crimson Desert, there are many bosses that are this cheap, and this is fucking unacceptable. I will not accept this shit, and in my opinion, a game with these cheap artificially difficult bosses can't be Game of the Year, even though it already happened with Elden Ring. Elden Ring had many different bosses that were fucking cheap. Now, this shit I will not accept. One fucking shots don't belong in fucking action RPGs. And the problem is, Souls-like games, like I said, they have done irreparable damage to gaming. Now, every action game has to copy one fucking stupid garbage mechanic of Souls-like, or at the very least, like in Crimson Desert, because I know what these dishonest motherfuckers are going to say. They are going to say, Crimson Desert is not a Souls-like. I know it's not a fucking Souls-like, you fucking retard. I know it, but the boss design is a boss that belongs in a fucking Souls-like, because the only way you're going to beat this motherfucker is, guess how? By learning and memorizing the fucking choreography. That's shit Souls-like garbage boss design. I fucking hate that boss design, where you have to memorize a fucking choreography, and then if you fail at any fucking moment of that fucking choreography, you are going to get 1 shot or 2 shots. Fuck that shit. I don't want that shit in my video games anymore. Now, this boss is so fucking bad design that you have to abuse the focus ability. You basically have to cheese this motherfucker, because if you play the boss legit, like you don't use this mechanic, this focus mechanic where you slow time around you. If you don't use that shit, this motherfucker spams like there is no tomorrow. He spams and teleports around like a fucking bitch. You have to use the fucking cheese tactic, because the spam is insane. So not only does he one-shot you with 3 different fucking attacks, one of them is literally outrageous, but also he teleports around constantly, and he does it really fast. Many times he appears behind you, and by the time you recognize he's behind you, he already hit you and killed you. So you have to use that fucking cheese. You fucking have to. That's how fucking bad this boss is. It's fucking absurd. Now, if that wasn't enough, you also have to fight the stupid lock-on, because in this stupid game, for some reason, you lose your lock-on, your target, really easily when you're fighting bosses. I don't know why the fuck that happens, but you constantly have to press the lock-on to keep the boss on your target. I don't know why that happens. And also, on top of that, I was playing an unarmed build, and I don't know who was the fucking big brain developer that thought that auto-equipping sword and shield at the start of boss fights was a good idea. I don't fucking know who thought that was a brilliant idea. I don't know, but you're a fucking idiot. Because if I am wasting my points in unarmed or maybe two-handed weapons, why the fuck I am forced to auto-equip sword and fucking shield at the beginning of every fucking retry? So not only do I have to deal with this absolute ass boss design, I also have to deal with having to re-equip the actual weapon that I want to use at every new retry. And on top of that, you also have to deal with that stupid loading screen every time you want to retry a boss fight. No. This can't be Game of the Year. This can't be. This isn't it. So if anything, I regret saying this shit was GOTY contender. This shit isn't GOTY contender anymore. fuck that shit. No. If they don't nerf these fucking bosses, this can't be game of the year. I don't give a fuck who earns it anymore. Fuck it. This is absurd. This boss design is garbage. This is just making bosses difficult for the sake of being difficult. And in a fucking cheap way. Fuck. Even some Elden Ring bosses are more fair than this garbage. This is absurd. This is absurd. How can you think that you have a motherfucking boss that constantly spams at the speed of light? He can appear behind you. It's very difficult to track, and on top of that he has 3 motherfucking attacks that can one-shot you, and one of those is fucking outrageous. It's fucking outrageous. If you don't perfectly dodge in the correct way, you are going to be one-shot. Fuck that boss design. I don't agree with that shit. Fuck that shit. I will never support that shit, and I will always complain. Always. Remember my rant about Where Winds Meet? Where fuck that shit. This is on the same level. Where Winds Meet has a really decent game behind that piece of shit absolute ass combat and boss design. In Where Winds Meet, it was almost the same. You received tons of fucking damage, you were basically 2-shotted or 3-shotted constantly, it was parry slop, nothing worked but parrying. The real damage comes from parrying attacks, so it was parry's fucking slop. The game Where Winds Meet had difficulties, going to story mode made no fucking difference whatsoever. You would still be 3-shotted regardless, because story mode basically did almost nothing to change the difficulty. It's a fake story mode. The story mode of Where Winds Meet is fake story mode. There is not really an easy mode in Where Winds Meet. You will be 3-shotted fucking regardless, or 2-shotted, doesn't matter. So this is why I hated Where Winds Meet, because the combat, the boss design, parry slop garbage, and this is why I even compared it to fucking Sekiro, and I finished Sekiro again to show everyone how fucking bad Where Winds Meet compared to Sekiro, because some assholes like Asmongold dare to say that Where Winds Meet is like fucking Sekiro. In your fucking dreams, buddy, in your fucking dreams. It's not even fucking close. Where Winds Meet is cheap as fuck, it's Temu Sekiro, it comes from a place from developers that didn't even understood Sekiro at all, and I demonstrate all of that in my video. But going back to Crimson Desert, this is fucking outrageous garbage. This boss design cannot be tolerated, and my issue is that now every time I want to play an action RPG, fuck, even Path of Exile 2 wants to be Dark Souls now. We are completely conquered by these fucking retards, by these useless losers that have nothing in their fucking lives but beating hard video games. Now we have to all pay for these fucking absolute motherfuckers. All our fucking games have to be ruined by these fucking imbeciles. Now every time I want to play a new action RPG, now I have to think, I have to second guess myself. But what if this game also borrows trash boss design? What if this new game also tries to be Dark Souls? I have to now, every fucking action game, I have to now do a complete investigation and wait to see how people are playing it on streams or in videos to know if I am even interested, to see if it's another fucking Souls-like slop garbage disguised as something else. Because now this is what developers think we want. They think we want hard as balls boss designs, that we want to follow fucking Simon Says gameplay, fucking choreography like motherfucking games, that if we don't follow the exact choreography we are going to be one-shot or two-shotted. This is what they think we want, because this vocal minority, these motherfucker absolute retards, losers, these fanatics of digital torture want every fucking game to be the same. Hard as fucking balls or nothing. No. We need to push back against these pieces of shit because they are destroying fucking gaming. Every action RPG now wants to be fucking Dark Souls in one way or the other. It doesn't matter if the fucking game doesn't have bonfires or you don't lose souls or whatever the fuck. It doesn't matter, because even in their boss design they are trying to copy fucking Dark Souls or any fucking Souls-like. This is fucking absurd. The damage Souls-like have done to the fucking genre, to fucking gaming in general, it's a fucking travesty. Now I have to give credit to Nintendo, because I don't think Nintendo, any of Nintendo's IPs, any of Nintendo games have been influenced by Souls-like slop garbage. I need to give them credit because of that, because they haven't allowed that their core games, that their Nintendo games devolve into this absolute ass design, which is Souls-like slop, choreography-like garbage. Kudos to them for not allowing these motherfuckers to destroy their games. The last time I played Tears of the Kingdom, their boss design was still like puzzles. I really like that type of boss design, where the boss is like a puzzle. It's much better than having to memorize a fucking choreography. I am sick and tired of that shit. I cannot stress enough how fucking tired I am of that fucking trash. What's next? Sports games need to be Souls-like slop garbage too? Racing games need to be Souls-like slop garbage too? Everything has to be fucking Souls-like slop garbage. Everything has to be fucking hard as fuck. No, fuck you. I don't accept that shit. Fuck you. I will never accept that shit. I am sick and tired of fucking Souls-like slop garbage ruining gaming. Every fucking game has to abuse the player in some way or the other, because the developers, the stupid developers, they not only listen to this vocal minority, they also do it on purpose because they want to farm the clips of streamers being destroyed by bosses, or these clowns that, these pathetic fucking clowns that do no-hit runs of bosses. These stupid imbeciles that play perfectly in that particular video they upload, but they don't upload all the fucking thousands and thousands of attempts that they failed to get to that point. They only upload that one fucking video where they were able to perfectly play that boss. Fuck you. Fuck you, fucking cringe motherfucker. Who gives a shit, dude? Who gives a fucking shit that you can no life a fucking game to that point? Video games are meant to be fun. They are meant to be entertaining. Trying to gloat that you can, oh, I beat this boss in this Souls-like garbage game naked with a spoon and I received no damage. Who gives a shit, motherfucker? Who gives a shit? Nobody gives a fucking shit about that. And the only motherfuckers that give a fuck about that are loser, cringe losers like you. Who gives a fuck? But the developers want to capitalize on those fucking losers, because they know that is great marketing, that is free advertising. When a motherfucker, a cringe loser motherfucker, does these no-hit runs naked with a spoon. But fuck the average player, right? Fuck them. Never mind, they are the ones paying your fucking game. Fuck them, right? Fuck designing a game for your actual audience. No, we have to make streamer-like games, YouTuber, content creator-like games. So these motherfuckers can farm the fucking game and not actually enjoy it as it was meant to be. Like a fucking game, not like a real life achievement that means fucking nothing. This is a travesty.
This is a travesty.
What Souls-like games did to gaming, it's a fucking travesty. It's on the same level of that horse armor that Bethesda fanatics didn't have the balls to not buy. Do you remember back then when there wasn't any DLCs? Do you remember how it all started? It all started with a fucking shitty horse armor and Bethesda fanatics being unable to say no. Well, look at the industry now. Look at the practices. They want DLC and all that fucking garbage. Even microtransactions. All because some weak fanatics, pieces of fucking shit, trash human beings couldn't say no to a fucking horse armor. And it's the same with this stupid Souls-like infecting every fucking game. Just because nobody speaks loudly. We need to speak loudly. We need to be louder than this vocal minority that keeps ruining games. If you want your Souls-like slop garbage to be the way it is now, a piece of fucking shit, go ahead. But stop infecting every single fucking game. Stop it, you motherfucker. Fucking hate you, piece of shit. And I hate developers that listen to these fucking idiots. Not every fucking game has to be hard as balls. Not every game has to be the same. I don't understand why are you fucking adamant in ruining your fucking games. Crimson Desert is a really good game. Why do you have to ruin it with this shitty boss design? Why? Absolute clowns.